Hello everyone. In this tutorial, I will show you how to create a SAP CAP based applications, and after that I will link this CAP based application with SAP Fury. So you can see that how it will be connected. So it's not difficult, it's very simple applications. So there are many steps. So let's start. I directly go to the Visual Studio Code. So now here I can start it's not it here. So what I will do, I will just create a simple project. So first delete this. So open folder. In that C directory, directly I'll go to the projects, because this is the project directory for other applications. So you can see that is my another tutorial project. So what I will do, it's actually it's not related. So currently there is another project, but we will create a new project. So actually there are some prerequisites like test your HANA CLI is installed or not. So I'm not going to this part. I'm just directly going to that projects. So here go to the terminal, new terminal. So here I am creating a dir cap cp. Okay, so let me go to that cd. Okay, so I am in that locations here, like cds init. So basically that is very simple command to just initialize the project. So I am just following this tutorial, but you can also name of your projects. So it will create the project with that and it will initialize, but I am not doing this. I'm just doing as per the tutorial. So you can see that this project is already there, and from here what you can do, so you can see that if you execute the code space dot, then it will open projects with the project root directory. Or what you can do, you can just open projects from that folder. That's the same thing. So now what I have to do, so you can see that in project directory any capm projects, there are basically three folders. One is the app, another is db, and another is service. So currently nothing is there, and it is also create a package. in that package it is also there are some dependency like SAP CDS, Express and dev dependency, and there are also mentions one script. So those will installed when I install the npm, then it will install the all required dependency. So that is the reason I have to go to new terminal, and we are in the project. So first of all we have to install. So what it will do, it will create the all basic related package and it will also install the dependency. So now we have to wait, let's wait and see. Okay, so this is done. So you can see that there is a dependency SAP CDS. So this node module, you can see that SAP and you can see the CDS, and you can also include the common CDS if you want. So basically things is that when you install the npm, then it will create node modules and another, yeah, that's fine. So there is very another interesting comment. Basically I like it, that is CDS watch. So this CDS watch, what it will do, it will automatically, when you update anything or when you create anything, it will automatically follow and it will automatically restart everything, and you can see the instant result. You don't need to manually start and stop the service. So that's the reason you can just execute this command. So what I have to do, I have to add some file. So actually now I have to create a schema. So any database related schema I have to create under the DB. So here I am creating a schema .cds. So automatically see that there is a schema is like this schema is got the schema and it's already started the service. So just this automatically the SAP CDS server and it started. So you don't need to manually start, but actually there is nothing. So what I have to do, I have to create a schema. Basically we will create two entities. So that is the first, we have to start with namespace that is SAP UI risk management. So basically it is just a namespace. You can use this namespace, and using from that is SCP CDS common. So I am using the commands. This command is coming from this node module. then SAP, then CDS, then common. So I am using managed. So I would suggest that you always you don't start with that name here. So first you will select the from, after that you have to write there, so that what it will do, it will automatically suggest, like if I select like a country or currency, so it's automatically suggest because everything is coming from that location. So in that project it is only used the manage. So now what I can do is there is entity first entity, that is the risk, basically actually risk, then managed. So actually this managed it's coming from that common. So you can see that in the common it will automatically add the created by, modified at, modified by. So that is the reason when you insert some data, it will automatically add those files and you don't manually need to those things. So that is the another things. And now we have to add our data like key ID, UUID, then the rate core dot component true. So now here I will describe everything. Title string, then PRID string, description string, then association to mitigations. So still it is not there. So what we have to do, entity that is mitigations, here is also manage. So now you can see this error is gone. I have created another table, otherwise auto suggestion keyword will not come. And another is impact. So impact integer and criticality, CRITICA, criticality integer. So this entity is done, and another entity. This is key ID, UUID, then core dot compute dot row, then prescription string, then owner string, timeline string, then risk association to one to many relationships with risk on risk dot mitigation self. So I have created two tables. Now let me so here basically it will create two entity or two tables. So this risk is connected with the mitigations, and each table has the ID, and this ID several others properties also there, but like a risk has a mitigations, and this ID is automatically filled by the cap server. So that is the reason it is also core compute true. So it will automatically increase that ID. So this part is done. So now we have to create a service. So we know that for service we have to create like what should be the like risk service risk service dot cds. So it just a file that is called that risk service. You can put any name. So service will automatically which must be start with the using, then from is it will automatically suggest, because this service everything will coming from that schema. In that schema we have created two entity. So now here we have to use that. You can remember that we use a namespace. So as my so this namespace don't need to write every time. We can use just my here, and is the path that is service risk. So we are using the path here. After that, now actually we'll create the main service risk service. So now basically we just created the risk service. So now what I have to do, we have to create entity, but we'll not create entity, we'll just inherit from that location. So entity risk as projection on. So this location I mention as my, it's on my dot risk. So I just add on entity here. So now you can see this URL has been changed. So if I check here, it's automatically the risk has been added. The port is changed, so that's the reason we opened in a different port. And now we have to use, so here we like that is the entity risk, but we know that we have two, another that is mitigations. So we are in mitigations, these projections on mitigations. So now you can see there's already mitigation is there. And what we have to do, so this we can also annotate risk, annotate risk with OData drafts enabled. We can also annotate mitigation as well. Annotate mitigations with draft enable. Okay, so this part is done. So basically what I have done, I have created initialize a project. In that project it created only the app folder, DB folder and service folder. And after that I have created on schema with the two entity, and I have created the service, and this service I just added this schema. So after that you can see basically that is the service, and in this service you can see that two table data, and here actually you can see the metadata, just the skeleton, everything related with the schema. And if you want to like risk, you can see that risk, but actually there is no data. So as there is no data, so that value is blank, and mitigation there is no value, so we have to send some data, and after that we can check. So now what we have to do, we have to fill some data here. So here actually now we have to insert some data. So I'm creating another data, and I have to create two CSV file. One is risk and another is that is called mitigation. So here, so you can notice that this namespace SAP UI risk management and this part and my schema, this namespace is same, and after that this is the risks and it is the mitigation. So this on kind of path like namespace, the table name. So your CSV file also should be the namespace and the table name, so it will automatically look at data and it will insert data. So what I have to do in the mitigation, I'm copying file, just paste here. So I think, okay, so it's good. Another, that is risk. So I'm copying data from risk and so now you can see that I have created these two table, and I also added the data. So if I check the risk, just a minute. So basically you can see that there's error actually. So it could not. So now basically there are some issues with the data. So there is the reason. So actually if you always start the CDS watch, then you can immediately identify, or you can immediately check actually where is the problem. So let me check. So now need to check the risk. So this is ID title. Actually it should be PRIU, some projection. So now see, the error is gone and you can also see the data. So this is risk related data. This is mitigation related data, and you can also see the metadata here. So basically there's the things that so what I have done, I have created projects, and after that created the schema, and I have created a service, and I call that schema into the service, and after that I uploaded some data from CSV, and these data are this data file name, that is this file name, and that schema, the name is namespace is the same, only just added that to field. So and after that I restart the service. Actually I don't need to restart service because CDS watch command was there, so it is automatically deploy these data into the project. Is just for the local, and after that actually I have to in the next tutorial I will show you how to add these um, application to a fewer UI. Thank you.